Jey and Meka's channel. Jey and Meka's channel. Jey and Meka's channel. Jey and Meka's channel.
All right, what's up, y'all? Jay here, Jey and Meka channel. Today I got an interview, and I'm going to be doing an interview today with JK from Love After Lockup and Lyfe After Lockup. What's up, JK?
Yeah.
All right,
What's
man.
up,
You
y'all?
know,
How y'all doing, man? Blessed.
yeah, really appreciate JK being here. You know what I'm saying? To do this with me. Really appreciate your time, brother. So, all right, so let's just jump right into it. So, tell me a little bit about, you know, initially, like how you got on the show and like what did it feel kind of going into that? Like, what was that process for you and how did you feel about that?
So like, man, I remember I had called Brooke and she was like, hey, I signed up for this TV show like a year ago, playing around, and they called me back, right? Well, I've been gone 7 years, you know, it's scamming, man, scamming at an all-time high. So I told her, I'm like, man, that shit's not real. Do not give the people your information. It's a scam. And then it turned out to be, you know, real as fuck. They came and visited me, set up the phone and stuff. It was just kind of surreal. You know, I'm from Marlin, Texas. Ain't too much down here, you know, so for them to be talking about you gonna be on TV and plus I'm coming home with nothing, you know, it was a lot, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot, but then I took it as, you know, that's my blessing too. You know, God bless me. I'm doing the right thing now, so I'm getting all my blessings. So that's how I just looked at it like that.
Okay. All right. Cool. Definitely understandable. And yeah, that's one of the questions I definitely have because like how people get on the show is always kind of interesting. Like you said, you know, Brooke hit you and whatnot, and like you said, like a scam or whatnot, but no, it turned out to be real. So with that, and then eventually like getting on the show, like you said, they came to visit you. You know, we had some, they had some videos of that and whatnot. Like, how did that affect at that time? Like you and Brooke, you're getting ready to come out. They're doing the tapings and things. What did that make you like anxious around your release and things like that?
I mean, it's definitely, anybody who says they ain't gonna get nervous, they lying. This is definitely a game changer. You know, you finna be on national television, and I ain't never been on no TV before, you know? So it's like, I'm coming out with that too, because like I know these people out here waiting, you know what I'm saying? I know all this finna get dumped in my lap. At the same time, you know, you still dealing with the process and the thought process and the feelings and emotions of coming home. You know, I was gone 7 years, you know, I know there's people out there that did a lot of time, plenty more, but you know, it's a little stretch, man. 7 years is a nice little stretch. So you got all that on your plate on top, you know what I'm saying? It ain't all just peaches and roses, you know, sometimes it gets stressful. It can be a lot, you know what I'm saying? You definitely gotta have like the persona, the passion for it. Like you gotta be able to do it, go with the flow. Cause if not, it's gonna stress you out. It's too much. It's a lot to handle at one time. I ain't gonna lie to you. It is.
Yeah. See? And so one more question about before you got out. So, your mother, who was a, you know, predominant character or not character person on the show, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm gonna be honest with you, me personally, like, I really like you guys' interaction. Like, you could tell the bond between you two. How did she feel about it? Like, what are her thoughts about going into that whole dynamic?
You know, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. My mama, my rock. You know, that's my best friend. She ain't never gave up on me. You know, she put up with me through everything. You know, like for real. And you know, we have a dynamic. And I talk to her. I mean, I respect her, but I still talk to her almost like a homeboy. You know what I'm saying? I tell my mama anything. We cool like that. You know, that's my partner. I ain't gonna lie to you. She was really just glad that I'm finally doing something different that's legal. You know, she was completely for it. She was like, you know what, baby, I've been praying for something to change your life, your whole life. You know, she's like, I can see this changing your life. So if it's legal and you getting money doing it and it's putting you better in life, she down for it. You know, she happy for me. And plus, like everybody love her, man. I get nothing but comments on mama, man. Everybody love mama. And you know, David goofy, he goofy as hell. So, you know, but that's my rock, man. She was down for it. She was 100% supportive.
Okay, nice. Yeah, and since you brought up David, like every time he was on screen, man, it was like, okay. You know what I mean? Like that's one of the things that I really like, and that's one of the things I liked about your story. And you could tell people that have that, you know, that support system there. You know what I mean? The people that they could turn to if they're gonna make a bad decision or whatnot, that'll, you know, kind of keep them have confidence, whatever decision they decide to make at that point in time. You know what I'm saying?
They just hold you accountable. They put a little accountability on you.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so that goes on, you get out, and, you know, you and Brooke are progressing and things. So my question is, and I'm gonna just say how I kind of seen it a little bit, right? So when you got out, you're trying to get things together. You're on, the house arrest at the time, and you got to try to build. Brooke lived, I believe, like an hour away and whatnot. How was that? Because it seemed a little stressful. It seemed like you're trying to get adjusted, like you said, after 7 years, but you're trying to build with Brooke. You got the kids involved, but you're trying to figure. So, like, how was that whole process for you in your head, and what is stressful?
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna say, yeah, it was stressful, but it's a lot. It's a lot to take on at one time because like I was gone so long that I come home and everybody fighting for attention. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got your family want to see you, got your girl trying to spend all the time with you. You got everybody wants something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you trying to just do the best you can, and then sometimes it gets to be a little too much. You know what I'm saying? And then like being at my mom's house, it's like I ain't had no choice. I had to stay there. You feel me? And then, Brooke, she's a good girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, she did a lot for me and stuff. But it's just like, she's very assertive and very she can be a lot at times, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, it'll stress you out, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to juggle everything, you know what I'm saying? Plus you're on house arrest. You can't really work how you want, you can't move how you want. So it's like all that playing a factor, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't too bad.
Okay. All right. So the next part to that. So one of the dynamics when on Love After Lockup, we found out, Brooke's there, Alex is kind of in the background, and then you have Bonnie. Bonnie being a friend of yours from high school, I believe, Alex being an ex, you're with Brooke. Like, how did you feel when you found out like that dynamic with Bonnie and Brooke living together, but then like were you like kind of apprehensive, like this could go a certain way?
It was kind of weird, bro. It was suspect, you know what I'm saying? Because she was like, man, Bonnie's gonna be staying with us type shit, and I'm like, the fuck, like what you what for? Why?
Right.
Like for why? Why when wait, she got a spot? Well, nah, something happened or whatever the case was. I don't even remember now. But she gonna live with us, in my mind. I'm like, well, this shit ain't finna work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, what you mean? It's gonna be weird energy, but it was alright. It was alright. It's just Bonnie, man. She be doing too much sometimes, man. She be in the mix too much. She be in people's business. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, bro, like I had to just tell her, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you gonna speak on me, bro, speak. You know what I'm saying? Tell me about it. Don't just do no weird stuff like that. It was a whole situation, man. It was, and then Alex in the mix, that just added a whole nother dynamic to it. And it was, I ain't gonna lie, it was a lot. I had a lot going on. Yeah. I had a lot going on, yeah. Yeah, but it was just kind of weird, bro, having Bonnie. And I mean, it was cool, don't get me wrong. Like it wasn't bad once, you know what I'm saying, once I was home for a minute, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that just like, like, damn, I don't know, it was just a whole weird dynamic. You're right.
Yeah, like could be like some information just in general, because you know how that can be sometimes. It's like, so I definitely, that's one thing I kind of keyed in on. So all right, so we go through that and everything, y'all are trying to, you and Brooke are trying to, get stuff locked in or whatever. Like you said, she could be a little tough, whatnot. Not gonna touch on it really, but like there was a point in time, I believe it was in the first season, where me personally, it did seem like the stress just of everything going on was kind of getting to you. And then, like you said, kind of people having access to your business and whatnot. Like, there was a point in time in the show where they, I guess, I don't know if it was production or whatnot, where they kind of it kind of seemed like it was being painted as maybe you were buckling under the pressure or maybe backsliding on certain things. But when I seen that right after that, you were back, you were on point. You know what I'm saying? So it almost seemed like it was like building drama. I wasn't sure. You know what I'm saying? Because outside of that brief moment, everything else seemed like, honestly, the only issue was just like the relationship stuff with, Brooke and Alex. So was there anything you want to clear up about that? Maybe the spots that I'm talking about. There's like the videos and whatnot. So would you like to clear that up if that was accurate or if it wasn't? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, hell no, it wasn't accurate. It was it was a lot going on, but it wasn't like they made it out to be, bro. Like production is a hell of a thing. You feel me?
Hmm.
Like for real. Production is the hell of a thing. I can say that. And man, since I've been home, bro, I don't do nothing that I ain't supposed to do. You feel me? I
Yeah.
don't do nothing that's out the way dramatically. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got medicine I prescribe to. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And you know, when you thirsty, you drink. You know, so I got plenty of water and I got medicine. But like, other than that, bro, I really been on my P's, bro. I've been on my P's and Q's for real. I was really just at that point. I was just over everything, bro. I was really over it. I was over it, bro, for real. I was so unhappy with my living situation because it was just drama. You feel me? It was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you come home and it's a fight every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time I can't have like one or two out of seven. I
Yeah.
can't get like one or two. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be every time. Like, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I was at that point. I was like, over it. I ain't give a fuck with them without fuck them. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm.
nah, that shit wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I know exactly what you're talking about. You know, the internet too. The internet be hard. The internet be hard. They be going hard. You know, but
Yeah.
bro, I'm at the best point in my life I've ever been at, bro. I've been home over a year. That's as long as I've ever been out as an adult. I've never made it past 11 months as an adult. You know what I'm saying? I got
Oh,
13
okay.
years in the system, and I'm 32. You know, so I've been out. I've been out 14 months now. You know, it's as long as I've ever been out. I got my own business. I started my own business for the first time. You know, so you know, bro, really, I'm at the best point in my life right now. I got one minor setback. I'm waiting on knee surgery right now. I tore my ACL, MCL, PCL, meniscus, everything. So
Damn,
I
that's
ain't been
good.
able to work, but I do have my company still. So
Okay.
that's making a little income. Yeah, so as soon as I had that surgery, you know, it's right back to it. You know what I'm saying? I missed out on so much, brother. I missed out on so much that, you know, that's something that's important to me, bro, is making back up time. You know, I spend a lot of time with my family now, bro. Family is really important to me. You know, I'm real big on my family. You know, we always locked in together, my cousins, my sisters and stuff. So, you know, that's
Yeah.
really what's important, bro. But yeah, like nah, I'm at the best point in my life I've ever been at. For real
Yeah.
blessed.
And
Real blessed.
I definitely was able to see that on like social media, like, you know, like you said, with your family, you know, the stuff you post and whatnot, you can see that it looks like you're enjoying life with your family and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Oh yeah,
really
we
dope.
going out. We going out. We making up for a lot of time for real. This first summer home, I guarantee I made up for quite a bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I was on my family ass, my sisters, my cousins, my mamas, everybody. Hey, come on, let's go out. Let's go do something. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. You know, I've been gone too long. We ain't even to come on, sit on the couch and chill. No, we finna go do
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just enjoy
Yeah.
life. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. You know, and I got ADHD too, real bad. So it's already hard for me to sit down. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
but nah, man, family is real important to me, bro, for real. Like, cause your family keep you grounded, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's one thing that'll never switch up in life, and it's family. It's always gonna be blood. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel that. I feel that 100%. All right. So, two things about family, right? So, and you kind of touched on it a second ago. It's like having like an issue every day. So, one of the things like watching the shows, like, it did seem, and once it transferred over to life after Lockup, seeing a little bit more, um, the whole like, it seemed like Brooke and your mom's relationship was good at times, but then when you guys would get into it at the house, it would just kind of go over the top a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And was it really as chaotic as it seemed on TV, or was that just hot moments where it just looked like maybe Brooke wasn't as turned up as it seemed, or was it just really like that? Because that did seem kind of like, damn, you know what I'm saying, at times, you know?
Nah, because let me tell you something, man. We from the country, man. So like they finessed it a little bit. You could tell, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't that bad. For one, I ain't gonna let nobody talk to my mama crazy. Like for real, you know what I'm saying? Like man, woman, child, I wouldn't care. Like even my little nephews and them, they get going crazy in the living room or something. I go in there and check this shit. I be like, hey, we're not gonna do that. You know,
Right.
and for two, mama wouldn't let nobody talk to her like that, you know? So if mama's in there cool, calm, and collective, talking shit, you know, that little smart ass mouth she got, then she really all right, you know what I'm saying? It ain't too much. They just going back and forth, you know, they spitting they shit at each other, but it didn't never get
Okay.
too hectic, you know what I'm saying? It was just my mom was over it. My mom was over it, bro. She ain't have a peace, you know what I'm saying? Like this her house, you know what I'm saying? This her sanctuary. We in here arguing and shit, bro. Come on now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't come over here with that like that, you know what I'm saying? And I be trying to chill as best I can, but then shit went. Once you go there, so once I'm there, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, you know, it is what it is. But I would like
Right.
for the most part, I be trying to chill, bro. Cause like that is my mama house. But I mean, it wasn't too bad. Yeah, I guess you're right. At times it got kind of, you know, hectic.
Yeah.
But You know what I'm saying? That's life, bro. Yeah, they get into it, then tomorrow they be eating together, they be best friends. You know what I'm saying? They get into it and they be best friends. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like a power
Yeah,
struggle.
that's definitely why I want. That's definitely why I want to ask that, because like it seemed one way, but I was like, maybe there's some in between that we're just not seeing. You know what I'm saying? Outside of your
Oh
mom,
yeah.
so you have David, and then in Life After Lockup, we got to see your father, right?
Yeah.
And with getting out, because like, your father, like y'all, we seen you go and talk to him a few times. They explain the relationship there and whatnot. And then with David being at the house and everything, and they both seem like they play a role, with you in general. And can you explain that, just how they affected and helped, with getting out this time around? Like you said, being out more than 11 months, getting your stuff together, getting the business, all that. Like, how much of an impact did they have on you as far as their support and just being there for you?
Man, me and my dad, I'ma say this, my daddy loved me, man. I know that, you feel me? Like, and I love my pops, you feel me? Like, I love that man for real. But we just ain't got that. We just ain't got that relationship like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff from the past. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And as a man now, I be chill. I be trying to chill and everything. You know what I'm saying? But me and him have been getting closer. You know what I'm saying? I go over there. I went power washed all his stuff the other day. You know what I'm saying? Took care of him. I think, sometimes I don't talk to him as much as I should. Sometimes I might not call people for a week. I be in the mid, but I be busy, bro. Life is life. You know what I'm saying? So I know sometimes, he gets kind of upset with me because I don't like I'm not. There he is.
So when
Yeah, no, I had somebody was calling me. It turns off.
okay.
But now, yeah, me and my dad, you know what I'm saying? Our relationship is getting better. You know what I'm saying? For real, it is getting better. As far as David, he's been there since I was, like, I can't even remember, 9, 10, something like that, 11, something like that. You know what I'm saying? He's been there my whole bringing up. You know what I'm saying? And me and him, boy, we used to go head to head for real, like. But and I gave that man so much hell. Like, I feel sorry for him now. I got so much respect for him. For real, he put up a lot with me, man. For real, like, man, I was hard. You know what I'm saying? I was just a badass little kid, for real. And he never gave up. You know what I'm saying? He's been he retired from TDC, so he been in the prison system his whole life, like, as a guard. You feel me? He had rank and shit. So it's like he already seen the path I was going down, and he tried to tell me, you can't nobody tell me nothing. I don't hear that shit. You don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Boom, I go to prison. You know what I'm saying? So really, I'm gonna say, like, this time coming home. Well, really, last time we started kind of, getting closer. But this time coming home for sure, it's like it's a mutual respect, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that man because it's, he done put up with a lot. You know what I'm saying? And he take care of my mama. He love my mama. You feel me? That's what matters the most to me. As long as she happy, he take care of her. You feel me? But I got a lot of respect for him just for the simple fact that he never dipped, and he was always trying. You feel me? Like, I can respect that. I can respect someone who tries. You feel me?
Okay. Yeah, I feel that 100%. Like you said, I used to be a badass, you know what I'm saying? And I need somebody kind of
bad, boy. Bad, man.
It plays a big difference as time goes on too, especially as you become a man and stuff like that. You get to see it, you're like, all right, I see what they was on. You know what I mean?
Think back on it, all I can do is pray that my kids ain't that hard on me. I swear, boy.
Right.
That's all I can do, man.
I feel you. All right, so now I'm gonna ask, when it came down to the whole thing, we got a little bit of it in Love After Lockup. Once we got to Life After Lockup, obviously kind of billowed out a little bit more, you and Brooke trying to do what y'all doing, going through your stuff. Then we eventually meet Alex. She comes on screen and everything. And you said something, and I kind of want to preface it with what you said, that you and Alex just had a different connection, just in general. You know what I mean? And like you said, being gone for 7 years, somebody that you have such a close connection with, how much did that muddy the waters a little bit? You reestablish yourself, it's understandable you reach out to people and whatnot. Like, how much of effect did that play? Did it, and whatnot? And then how did that affect you with Brooke, if it did at all, with what you were going through?
Man, that's a big twist right there, because I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Jay, like I move off loyalty, you feel me? Like, for real. So it's like, Alex that's a good female, bro, for real. That is a good ass woman, like all the way around, through and through. You know, my mama had a mini stroke, mini heart attack, and you know, she was there right before I came home. She was there, and you know, she took care of it, cleaned the house and everything. Like she's really a good woman, bro, for real. She's the definition of a woman. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, man, with me, it's like I'm a very forgiving person. I forgive anybody. You can stab me in the back and I forgive. You know what I'm saying? So like I forgave her
Mhm.
off top, and I told her, it's like, I don't hate you, but it's just like, you know, you made a decision and now you gotta, you know what I'm saying? I know where you stand with me now. You feel me? So it's like, you had me all the way, you feel me? But now you just show me that, and it's like, now I know how to handle you, you know what I'm saying? But like, I can't say nothing bad about her because she is a good woman though, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's a good
Yeah.
woman for real. It's just I had to slide back for me, you feel me? But like you said, coming home, you know, it's that attachment, it's that emotional attachment, you know, the chemistry and shit, you know what I'm saying? It's just so much in the middle of everything, you feel me? Like, it's a lot going
Yeah.
on right now, and I'm sure everybody waiting right now for this next season to come out.
Mhm.
But it's a lot going on. So she's a
Gotcha.
good woman though, you know what I'm saying? And then like the thing was like Brooke, it was like me and her, this was our first time being together physically. Let me put it like that. We dated when we was kids, like 14, 15, on the phone, you know, like long
Mhm.
distance, you know what I'm saying? You in love, 16 years old, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But like, it was never physical or anything like that. So this time coming home, you know, really like the last 3 years for it was like on and off with her, just on and off, hit and miss, you know what I'm saying? Just not reliable, you know what I'm saying? If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
just here and there, just always something. It's just like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? And then so, you know, coming home, it was like, damn, I was back talking to him to get and shit, and we was together and shit, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, the show that came in, and I'm like, oh shit, here we go. But like I'm already knowing that like, that this shit is not gonna be good for a relationship. How the
Right.
fuck is some cameras gonna be good for your relationship? You know what I'm saying? I already knew it's gonna be some, like, this shit finna go left, you know what I'm saying? But at the
Right.
same time, fuck it, you only live life once, you know what I'm saying? So I was down for it, you know, but Brooke is a good woman too. She just, you know, she just shaky, man. It's just hit and miss, you know what I'm saying? That's all it is.
Okay. Okay. I feel that. That makes sense. All right. So once, you know, that's what's going on there, you know what I'm saying? And then we start to see, you know, you're doing your thing. You got your, you know, you got your work, you got your truck and all that. You know what I'm saying? Things that's moving around and whatnot. Then kind of the big climax to last season, which was a few episodes, you know, everything comes out through Bonnie about Alex's pregnancy and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? At the same time with Brooke losing her job because of pretty much her, you know, trying to keep tabs on you from what it seemed on the show. You know, the one thing I will say when you guys were going through that whole thing, I do, the way that you and Alex kind of, y'all's conversation, it sounded like you kept 100 with her, she kept 100 with you as far as that whole thing and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
like, how was it going through that, knowing it's going to be on TV, you know what I mean? Having to kind of juggle the whole thing with Brooke, and then pretty much to the climax, which, you know, on the show was, you know, in front of your mom's house, where you had to tell her like, hey, this is what's going on with the Wham, right after you talked to Alex. Like, how was it going through that whole, you know, just that whole, what was your mindset at that whole time, you know what I'm saying?
Man, look, it's just like, I don't know about everybody else's story, you feel me, on the show. I can't speak for no one else, but like, you know, this ain't just like, this ain't just like some shit you just read off a piece of paper. Like, this is your real life, you know what I'm saying? So it's emotions involved in this shit, you know what I'm saying? There's matters of the heart involved. It's a lot of shit going on, you feel me? So it's like, you know, especially for my story, you know what I'm saying? It was just some real shit, bro. You feel me? And it's like coming home and just, it's not for the faint hearted, bro, to have your whole life aired out on television. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't, bro, for real. Because it's like, once you get to sit back and think about it, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, I really let these people come in and just record everything about my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Yeah.
kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? So you're trying to keep that in mind. You know, in the back of your mind, you're like, man, I got this camera behind me recording everything, and they'll use anything you say. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah.
you got to keep that in mind, but at the same time, you still dealing with your real life, because once the camera's gone, guess what? I still got to deal with the backlash from all this shit that just happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a tug of war. It's an emotional tug of war. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? And just with everything going on, especially like with Alex, you know, and Brooke, that shit was just it's a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not as easy as you know it's made out to be. You know what I'm saying? Made out to seem. You feel me?
Yeah.
For real,
Yeah,
like
definitely.
I went and read comments where people have been on the show and they was like, bro, if I go back and do it all over again, I'd have said fuck no. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that
Yeah.
for me though. I had a great experience. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, the production, the crew, they was cool. You know what I'm saying? It was a life changing experience for me, bro. Cause really, I ain't gonna lie to you, man, I'm from the you know, I'm from the hood, bro. I'm from the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? Like it's Marlin, Texas is a real urban town, bro. It's real. You know what I'm saying? We in the country, we poor, you know what I'm saying? Shit just be all fucked up down here, you know what I'm saying? I come from nothing, I ain't never had nothing. So it's like me being on TV and getting this opportunity, you know what I'm saying? It's really a life-changing opportunity, you know what I'm saying? And I mean,
Yeah.
I've enjoyed it, I ain't gonna lie to you. I really ain't got nothing bad. I mean, there are some situations like I wish I could have avoided or I wish didn't happen or some shit I said that now thinking back and watching, I'm like, damn, I wish I wouldn't have said that, you know what I'm saying? I know she gonna watch that, be mad at the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but at the time, you just, you know, it is what it is, bro. But like, I can't really say like my experience personally, bro, it was cool.
Okay. Speaking of which, watching back, I do have one question for you. And that just sparked it. So how did you feel when you watched it back and you actually seen them get into that physical altercation that they had? Like,
Okay, so
when I watched that back, like that was kind of wild and yeah.
all right, so look, check it out. So fun fact, I've never watched one full episode of Love or Life After Lockup. I don't watch it. I mean, I don't. I've never watched it. Never have. I watch the clips on Facebook and the stuff I share, like the highlights. You know, the key highlights, all the messy shit. I watch that, but I ain't never just watched a full episode. You know what I'm saying? I be emotional too much, and I was there when it happened. So I mean, I guess it would be kind of cool to watch how they turn shit and twist shit, but like. Hell, I'm gonna find out either way because they gonna gossip about it on the internet. So you gonna find out if it's some shit in the water. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but yeah, I ain't never watched it, bro. You know, so it's like, me seeing myself on there is weird. I sound different. I feel like I sound different. And
yeah, I will
you know,
say,
but
I was the other day. I was like, he sounds different on the phone than on the show. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
then well, I guess it's cause like I don't know. I guess they use like like fucking high volume microphones or you know what I'm saying? Like we on phones, so it sound different. But like you say, I don't know, watching it, seeing like my facial reactions and how I be doing stuff, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, it kind of brought some stuff to my attention that people say I do, and I be like, I don't do that shit, hell nah. But then I see me do it on TV, and I'm like, oh, there's the attitude with the face. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, for real. And I don't know,
Okay.
it's kind of weird, but like I said, I try not to watch it really because I be feeling like I'm gonna get opinionated even hell. So I'm me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I try to be as transparent as I could on the show, you know, without doing too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we pretty much covered all that, and I know you got stuff that I don't want to, take up too much of your time. But so now that that's done, the season's done. You know what I'm saying? You went through all that. Like, where's JK now? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? How do you got? I know you got your businesses. You know what I'm saying? You want to promote stuff like that. You know what I mean? Go ahead, talk to the people right quick. Let them know what's going on with JK currently.
So right now, JK, like I said, right now I'm waiting on knee surgery, brother. But before I messed up my knee, I was working full time, you know what I'm saying, 50 hours a week, doing the heavy machinery and stuff. And recently just started a business power washing company, you know what I'm saying? It's called JKsPowerCleaningSolutions right here in Central Texas. We do everything, heavy equipment, 18-wheelers, houses, parking lots, driveways, RVs. I mean, if it can be clean, you need some high pressure water, we can do it, you know. It's going good. It's starting off, you know what I'm saying? At first, as any business, it started off kind of slow, but now it's starting to pick up, get a lot of good reviews, you know what I'm saying? Like, the proof is in the pudding when it comes to stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So as long as you pull up and do a good job, you got it. Other than that, brother, I mean, like I said, I still have my job. I'm still employed. Like I said, I was actually with my boss when it happened, so, you know, he know what's up and everything, so they being very understanding with me. And so right now, I'm just patiently waiting to have this surgery, get that behind me, and it's back to grind mode. I actually finna try to really get into this hot shot business. Before I got injured, I was really starting to save money, you know what I'm saying? and to see if I can put a down payment on the truck. You know what I'm saying, to get the hot shot business going and whatnot. The power
Okay.
washer, it fell into my lap. It was too good of a deal to pass up. A good friend of mine hit me up. He had 5 of them. He's finna get rid of one. Basically gave it to me. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't really pass
Okay.
that up. So I've been dumping all my time and money into that, trying to get that out the ground. And just staying focused, bro. Staying out the way, bro. You know, keeping a clear mind, clear head, bro. I stay out the way. I don't do no crash out stuff. You know, I just be chilling with my family. You know, been chilling with my grandmother right now. I'm getting her place together and shit. Just helping her, you know what I'm saying, with her house and shit. She by herself out here. So my uncle and them, they come out time to time, but just come out here and just try to get all right. You feel me?
Okay. All right, cool. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have all JK's, you know, business information down here. You just seen it on the screen, so you know, hit them up and everything. So, yeah, JK, man, I really appreciate you, man. I really appreciate you coming on here. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the time. It's good to see that you're doing good. And
I appreciate the
yeah,
opportunity, man. You know, you my first interview, man. You my first interview. I appreciate the opportunity.
Oh man, anytime, man. Hey, if you pop back on that screen, I'm gonna be popping back at you like, "What's up, JK?" You know what I'm saying? So,
I would, hey, well, guess what? I'm gonna be seeing you soon, then, man. I'm gonna be seeing you soon.
All right, Joe, that's my interview with JK, and we appreciate his time, and we will see you soon.